have only two turkeys. Should they buy for it?
That's fine.
Okay. So what is that?
Mm-hmm. Hey, hi guys. So I'm gonna start to now. I'm going to be talking today about the practical steps, right, that you need to increase your export business, right? Again, the practical steps you need to increase your export to earn in dollars. A lot of us have been complaining, you're trying to go into export, you're trying to find buyers, but you can't find buyers. You think your product is perfect, but when you present these products to stores, either in the US or UK, they give you a negative response. Now, the question is, what is it that you are doing wrong? And I can tell you that after dealing with so many businesses, right, we've literally trained hundreds of businesses. I know what the problem is when it comes to export. I know why so many businesses are finding it difficult to go into export. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. Now, like I said again, the problem most of you have with export and earning in dollars is how do you find buyers, right? That is the problem that virtually everybody is dealing with. And look, I relate very well with you. Why? Because I have been in a similar position where how did I even get into helping businesses export and find buyers in places like the USA? Very simple, right? During the COVID, we have our warehouses in Houston and Atlanta, and we had to shut them down. Nothing was going on, right? And we had no other option. I had nothing else doing, so I decided to start teaching people how to export, and then people started sending products to us. And before you know it, we had so many people who wanted us to put their products on Amazon, put it on eBay. We were also doing eBay as of then. And then I noticed that the problem most people had, and that is still the fundamental problem many people have when it comes to export, is preparing their products for the market that they are going to, right? Again, get it right. What works in Nigeria, what works in Ghana, what works in Kenya, how you package products in these places will never be the same way as you package products in the US and the UK and so you must get your products right? So I started doing trainings. I came down to Nigeria. So many companies signed up and we took their products. We wanted to help them find buyers, but we were not successful. And why was that? Because of the three key things I'm going to be talking about today. So if you want to know why you've been having challenges, why you've been having issues, make sure you stay. This is not going to be a very long training, probably about 30 minutes or thereabout. And why do I do this? I believe strongly that for the African community and especially Nigeria to survive, most small businesses must begin to earn in dollars. If you are a small business and you cannot sell your products abroad where you earn in dollars, there is a high possibility that you will fold up very soon. Statistics puts it, go and look at for Nigeria, the Micro Business Association, I can't remember his name now. He said that in 2022 and 2021, 7.8 million micro and small businesses shut down. In 2023 alone, 10 million of such businesses shut down. So again, there is a lot of issues that needs to be dealt with, and you can only avoid those issues simply by earning in dollars. It's as simple as that. And in the last 1 year, we've helped so many businesses do this. We've helped them go from zero to some as much as $60,000 in a very short while. And that is what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So in the next 30 minutes or thereabout, I'm not going to do any form of writing or PowerPoint. I'm just going to speak to you based on what I see. Now, we have developed a system I call the PWS system, PSS system, and it is working. When something works for one business, two business, three business, four businesses, then you know it is the solution. Now, the PWS system, as I call it, the P is for prepared. Right now, one of the things you will see is that most people who are trying to export products are not even ready for the country that they are going into. Right? The packaging, the labeling, the design, right? The quantity per pack is wrong for your destination country. We expect that what works for us locally is also going to work there, but it does not work like that. Let's get it right. It doesn't work like that. The mindset of the buyers, you must be able to understand the mindset of the buyers before you start thinking of export. Look, and again, the reason why I say this is because we have tried this and seen that you need to first of all prepare. So we had a customer who came to us, and unlike all other customers, she decided to do the right thing. And when I mean she decided to do the right thing, she decided to follow the process of making sure that her product fits the market it is going into before she even starts exporting. The challenge with so many of you is that you don't even have a product that is ready for the US market and you want to export to the US market. Your labels are wrong. Your FDA labels are wrong. You are not prepared, but yet you want to start exporting. That is the challenge with most of you. So when this lady came to us, she went through our system, training and everything. And then we took her product and we said, look, you see this product? It is not going to work in any way in the market we are going to. And what did we do? We had to redesign, we had to revamp the whole product. And when we took that product to the US, every single store that we offered that product accepted it. And it began to ring a bell. I'm like, you know what? The first thing you need to do when you're going into export is to make sure, and again, I say it again, you need to make sure that the product is prepared for the market it is going into. And there are three key things that you need in that preparation. The first one is what I call product profitability analysis. Profitability analysis is the process of determining if the product you want to export in the first place is profitable for the destination you are taking it to. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. You have people who are trying to export Gary, whereas Gary is not the most profitable product. Right? You have a product that you are selling for $20. You have another one for $20. This one, after selling it for $20, you're going to get a net profit when you look at your cost of manufacturing, your shipping, your marketing cost, a net profit of $8. And then you have another one, after all that, you get a net profit of $17. Why will you on earth be selling the one that gives you a net profit of $8? And this is the mistake that so many people make. So in the preparation stage, you must make sure you understand your product profitability analysis. There's something I call a minimum base price, MBP. You must be able to calculate it, because the price that you start selling a product on Amazon is different from the price you sell to African stores, is different from the price you sell to Africans in diaspora. But a lot of businesses do not understand this. They just think, oh, the price I sell on Amazon is what I'll sell everywhere. And we've had this issue with so many businesses. They started selling on Amazon. And when we now tell them, look, we are ready to introduce your product to the African store, they say, oh, it's the same price that they want to sell, or they try and reduce it by $1 or $2. It doesn't work that way. You must be able to know your MBP, minimum base price. And then from your minimum base price, depending on the channel you are selling, you begin to add markup on top of it. That is it. So again, let's get it right. Let's get it right. Okay, let's get it right. There is a huge potential for export, but we need to get it right. Now, after you've done your profitability analysis, the next thing you need to do is packaging. Your packaging must be similar to what is being used out there. Look, you can't let me use African store for example. When you have a really big African store, what you are going to see is that, say you are trying to sell palm oil there, right? They are going to have other brands, maybe 2 or 3 other brands, and your brand. If people are used to packaging in bottles like this, and then you want to put it in sachet, it's not going to work. Nobody's going to buy it because people are used to a certain design. And then if people are also used to a particular size, right? They are buying in 500 milliliters or 750 milliliters, and then you want to sell in 3 or 5 liters. It doesn't work. Every market has what they want. Every market has what works for them. So we need to get it right. Seriously, we need to get it right. Okay, now the last part is I've already talked about the product profitability analysis. You must be able to know if your product is profitable. Then I talked of the packaging. The last is the branding. And the branding has a lot to do. You must be able to know if the labels meet FDA requirement and things like that. Let's get it right. Right? Okay. So again, look, I've seen so many things. A lot of people, look, everybody will tell you, we have trainers that will just come to you. I've seen it so many times online that say, oh, just ship it. People will buy. You are sending it to African stores. Let's remember that African stores are also based in the USA. So they must follow the rules of the US. So let's get it right. Do it right the first time. Now, the second thing that you have to be ready if you are going into export in the PWS system is what I call send. The middle one, send. You must understand the right way, the licenses. So in this phase, there are 3 things I talk about. The licenses. Before you export any product, you must understand the licenses and the requirements that are needed. Food, for example, if you're exporting food in commercial quantities to the USA, you must have your FDA food facility registration. If you're exporting cosmetics starting from this 2024, you must have your FDA cosmetic facility registration. All those things are there. If you're exporting alcoholic beverages to the US, you must go through the TTB. The TTB is the one that will issue you your license to bring in alcoholic drinks. If you are exporting fish and wildlife, some of these food products, then you have to go through the US Fish and Wildlife Services. There is a requirement for everything. So you must know the licenses to have. Second one is you must understand the pre-alert, the shipping processes that you need to follow. If I'm sending anything via the FDA, I need to understand that I need to send an alert first, 48 hours before these things happen. Before I ship the items down. You must understand all this. And the last, for those who want to blow up their business, you see, I talk about 2 types of exporters. The first one is what I call the passive exporter. And that's what majority of African exporters are. So who are the passive exporters? The passive exporters are those who just sit down, they wait until they get an order before they export. They now take the items to the airport or to the sea and they ship. But I don't want anybody being a passive exporter. I want you to be an active exporter. An active exporter is one who has the products right there. They have warehouses, they are able to ship the products out there. And they have a local warehouse such that even in their sleep, items are being sold. That's how it works for us. Every day I wake up and I look at my phone and it tells me your product has shipped to Amazon. Amazon has shipped your sold products. Amazon has shipped your sold products. There is no day as I'm waking up, I look at it and I see 20, 30, 40 products have shipped via Amazon, and that puts a smile on my face. That is what you call active exporting. Your products are just moving as it comes, right? So the second part is the send process. You must understand it. Now, the third part of the PWS system is the sell system. And in the sell system, you must be able to know what I call how to sell your product in a multi-channel system. You know, a lot of people will tell you, oh, sell on Amazon, and they are experts. No, you must be able to sell on Amazon. You must be able to sell on eBay. You must be able to sell on any other e-commerce site. You must be able to sell to African stores, sell to US stores, sell directly to Africans in diaspora. You must use all these channels if you want to blow up in export. There is no company that is doing 50, 60, $100,000 a month that sells to just one customer. You must have multiple channels. Imagine if you work so hard, you put your product on Amazon, and then Amazon takes it down, because they do it. I've seen instances whereby they will take a product down. What do you do? So again, it's important. The last phase, like I said, is the sell system, and you must understand this. Now, in a live stream like this, it's going to be very difficult for me to go through this whole process, right? It's not possible. And that's why I am inviting anybody watching this. I have a special 2-day event holding in Lagos, Nigeria on March the 6th and the 7th. If you haven't joined, if you haven't registered, go to exportandsell.com/event. Don't miss it. Let me put the link on the screen. I believe it should be exportandsell.com/event. All right. How do I show it? Yes, I'm going to show it right there. Okay, so that is it. Go to that link, exportandsell.com/event. Register for this amazing 2-day seminar. It's going to blow your mind. In the 2 days, you're going to learn everything you need to know about how successful exporters work. I'm not saying this, because I want you to come. No, I'm saying this because over the years, I've been in the import-export business for what? Over close to 15 years now, at the highest level. So there is nothing you talk about when it comes to export that I don't understand. When we started, customs will seize our items today, they will seize it tomorrow, but it doesn't happen now. And that's why I'm holding this event. Go there. Stop asking me, can I have a private session? You don't need a private session. You can't even pay for my private session. But we have this event. A lot of people are going to be there. And for those of you in Nigeria, we've partnered with Sterling Bank, for them to provide low interest funding at as low as 9%, so that you can have the resources to blow up your business, right? Now, who is this event for? If you are new to export, you have a product, but you don't have a product, this is for you. The P system in the PWS system will help you prepare the right product for you to export. Okay? Very simple. Now, the other part, if you are somebody who is exporting now, and you are not satisfied, you are a passive exporter instead of being an active exporter, you only wait until you get an order before you export, then you need to move to another level. You need to be at the level whereby every single day, as you are sleeping, your bank account is ringing. You need to become an active exporter. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Don't miss this event. Go there, sign up now. Look, it's going to be amazing. One thing I've found in life, as you become successful, success follows you. Imagine if you are at this event, you learn all this process, and you are able to get your product in just one African store. What happens? By the time their competitors, other African stores, see that your product is in their store, they will begin to contact you. They will want to do business with you. So again, I'm not going to talk much. I typically don't like my streams to be more than 15, 20 minutes. Go to exportandsell.com/event. Make sure you are there for that event. It's going to be amazing. You're going to hear from, oh, my light has gone. Okay, but that's fine. I'm sure you can still hear me. You're going to hear from amazing people who are in the export business. Amazing, amazing people. All right, so that's all for this live stream. Again, let me see. Are there questions? Are there questions? Okay, I don't really see much questions here. So somebody said, how can I have a personal online class with you as a beginner? You can't have a personal online class with me as a beginner. Sorry, right? I do consultation for big companies. They pay me close to 300,000 an hour, about $200 an hour. So I don't have the time to do private consultation. So just go to that event. That event is the opportunity that you need, you know, to blow up your export business, okay? To start doing export. All right, so I think that's all for now. Again, exportandsell.com/event, www.exportandsell.com/event. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.